driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, I'm trying to get my chair to go back. I won't do it no more. Come on, sucker. Oh, well. That's a new chair. New chair. Somebody donate a new chair, please. I'm kidding. Oh, it was kind of funny. Last night, somebody came in that actually wanted a cup of coffee. Nobody has wanted a cup of coffee since we opened, and so I don't make it because I was wasting coffee. And so he came in and wanted a cup of coffee, and somebody else online was like, well, let's get you a Keurig. So they donated, and we're going to put a Keurig in there. My wife wanted to do that in the first place, so she was happy about that. She was like, that was my idea. So, I think this. There we go. That's why. Okay. It's not a camera. It's a camcorder. Okay. Try this one more time. There we go. All right. I really do like the sideways view. It makes me feel like I'm in like some 70s superhero show or something. Kablam! Kablam! Let's talk about, this one isn't going to be too long. I have a 3 o'clock meeting. But I did want to talk about gratitude real quick. I wanted to talk about gratitude just for a second. Because I don't know if I'm weird when it comes to gratitude, but I see it differently. Hi, Michelle. It's the Dion and Michelle show. I was just telling everybody about how we're getting a Keurig now because somebody wanted a cup of coffee at the meeting. I just think it's neat that I feel very supported when that happens, and it's very much appreciated. So I'm just going to put this plainly. I am not grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm not grateful for the food. I'm not grateful for money. Well, maybe money. Okay. It's hard for me to be grateful about something that somebody else doesn't have. I feel like that's stigma. It hurts. It hurts when I think, you know what? There's a bunch of children out there with no roof over their head. So I should feel grateful about that. Okay. Yeah. Mother's Day weekend. Yeah. I'm not expecting to see much of anybody this weekend. So, yeah. But thanks for the heads up, because I would wonder where I would have been like, is she okay? So, all right. So this one isn't going to be too awfully long, but I did want to kind of go more in depth about the step before the steps. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello. Sup, Gary? Sup. If you're here, please say hello. You know the deal. You know the deal. That one's all the way over there. I'll just use this book. All right. So what is the step before the steps? What is step 0? It is called the psychic change. Yeah, it's a psychic change. And it's a very, 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 very straightforward and simple concept. And something that we don't talk about very often in meetings. Okay, but there is a step 0. We call it the step before the steps. the psychic change. Okay. I'm going to read a little bit. This will be a little repetitive for some. I think I just read it. Who knows? Who knows? I read. I'm just glad all of my sponsees are through the forwards in the book right now. I'm just happy about that. I don't even read it with them anymore because I've heard it so many times that I already know what I'm going to say. Okay. Men and women drink essentially because they like the effect produced by alcohol. The sensation is so elusive, while they admit it is injurious, they cannot, after attempting, differentiate the true from the false. To them, their alcoholic life seems the only normal one. They are restless, irritable, and discontented unless they can again experience the sense of ease and comfort, which comes at once by taking a few drinks. Drinks they see others taking with impunity. After they have succumbed to the desire again, as so many too, and the phenomenon of craving develops, they pass through the well-known stages of a spree, emerging remorseful, with a firm resolution not to drink again. This is repeated over and over again. Okay, the insanity repeated over and over and over and over. And unless this person can experience an entire psychic change, there is very little hope of his recovery. It just means we're changing the way that we think. Or in this case, I've decided I no longer want to repeat this over and over again. I no longer want to drink. I no longer, the behavior that I have is not acceptable. It does not work. Now, once this person has said, you know what, I think I might need AA, the psychic change has occurred. It's already occurred. We call it in the rooms nowadays, we call this the gift of desperation, but it's the psychic change, and it's in here. Okay. On the other hand, and strange as this may seem to those who do not understand, once a psychic change has occurred, the very same person who seemed doomed, who had so many problems he despaired of ever solving them, suddenly finds himself easily able to control his desire for alcohol. The only effort necessary being required to follow a few simple rules. Well, the few simple rules are the 12 steps. Okay. This comes down to sobriety and recovery. The psychic change is about sobriety. It does not have anything to do with recovery. It is all about sobriety. It is the reason you decided you didn't want to drink no more. There's a reason. It might be a few reasons. Yeah. I have found that once an alcoholic or well, I'm going to stick with alcoholism because I don't know the rest of it, but I'm presuming so, right? That, I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Because I was thinking, maybe I'll do this, and then it makes it look really weird. Those are the thoughts that go through my mind when I'm talking. I have other thoughts that are going on. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Let's talk about sobriety. That the psychic changes is about getting sober, that you can get sober for any reason that you want. Right? And people might argue this with me, but I find that people that argue with me about it tend to not be in recovery. You know, it's kind of like, you know, saying I've never relapsed. It's not true. You've never relapsed. You haven't relapsed since you got sober this time. That's true. That'd be true of everybody then, because all you have is today. You relapsed. Sure you did. If you ever made a promise and didn't follow through on it, that is a relapse. Yeah, it's gift of desperation. That's what the psychic change is. Nobody comes skipping into a 12th step group. It's not the way it works. We come in messed up and we need help. We need God. We need a higher power. We needed life by which we could live peacefully without destroying everything around us. The one thing alcoholics tend not to recognize in the beginning is how much destruction they've actually caused. And once they start to figure that out in the 4th and 5th step, they change. All right. Does psychic change come with the spiritual experience? Not always. Go read the spiritual experience. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. That's between you and God. I don't know. It might come with a spiritual experience. Mine did not. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how we come in, kicking and screaming. You know? Just like the saying goes, if an alcoholic's happy with you, you're doing something wrong. An alcoholic's not happy with you, probably doing something right. While they're in their cups, right? So that's step before the steps. It's just a matter of getting here and asking for the help, finding the right rooms, finding a sponsor, you know, but it has everything to do with why you got sober. And there's a reason. And it's external. It's always external. Because if we ever decide to get well for ourselves, I would have done it a long fucking time ago. I had to be coerced. I had to be convinced. Denial, my friends. All right, that's what I got. I think we're still on for the podcast later. Look forward to it. It'll be a good one. Good friend coming on. So, the first 2 chapters or the first 2 podcasts for Big Book Thumping are out. I might get to Bill's story this weekend. If not, I will get to it to the beginning of the week for anybody that's following that series. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good day. And I'll try and straighten my camera next time. All right. I love you. Peace out.